you will feel sympathy for Prince Albert of Monaco's son, Alexandre Grimaldi, after knowing the whole truth about his heartbreaking story. When he first came to this world, Alexandre was called an illegitimate child and was almost not accepted by his biological father. When he grew up, Alexandre was discriminated against by his father's royal family and had to walk his own path. Thanks to that, Alexander's life always becomes an attraction for those interested in the royal family of Monaco. Join us to see his life now at the age of 20. Has anything changed? Let's start the video. The complex story of the Prince of Monaco begins in 1997 when he first encountered Nicole Coste, a French flight attendant, as they traversed the skies from Nice to Paris. Entranced by her exotic allure, the Prince of Monaco succumbed to her charms. Their tumultuous affair spanned 5 years until the fateful year of 2003 when their forbidden union bore fruit in the form of their son, Alexandre Grimaldi. It can be said that Alexandre Grimaldi's first nightmare was that he did not receive a welcome from his father, Prince Albert. Although the relationship between his father and mother had existed for a long time, they were not able to announce his presence to the world. This is clearly a big disadvantage for a newborn child. Reportedly, Albert's apparent resistance to acknowledging his paternity. Nicole would later recount to the Daily Mail that Albert had initially been accepting of her pregnancy. However, as time passed, his stance seemed to harden, likely influenced by palace officials who might have raised concerns about the potential complications related to future inheritance issues. Alexandre's birth set off a lengthy and tumultuous period of conflict between Nicole and Albert. The French outlet L'Express detailed how the former lovers entered a phase of long and bitter negotiation. This period involved complex steps such as an anonymous genetic analysis conducted in Switzerland and the execution of a confidential act at a notary's office. Despite these efforts, by the time Alexandre was nearing his 2nd birthday, his official documents still did not list a father. To make matters worse, the citizens of Monaco and the neighboring regions in France remained completely unaware of Alexandre's existence. Nicole's frustration grew as she faced the ongoing challenges alone. Determined to secure recognition and support for her son, she decided to take a bold step. In 2005, she gave an explosive interview to the French magazine Paris Match. The interview included revealing photos of Prince Albert with his son Alexandre, which stunned the public and the media alike. This public revelation forced Albert to address the situation he had been avoiding. Within weeks of Nicole's interview, Albert publicly acknowledged his paternity of Alexandre, stating that his ethical convictions had driven him to this decision. This announcement transformed Alexandre from a hidden secret into a publicly recognized figure. The revelation of Albert's secret child not only impacted the personal dynamics of those involved, but also had significant implications for the image of the Monegasque royal family and the public's perception of Prince Albert. Despite Prince Albert's eventual acknowledgement of paternity regarding Alexandre Grimaldi, the young boy found himself in a unique and poignant situation. While his biological connection to Prince Albert was confirmed, Alexandre did not receive any princely status, nor was he included in the line of succession, effectively denying him the opportunity to ever wear the prestigious Monegasque crown. This exclusion was a direct consequence of Monaco's legal framework, which stipulates that children born out of wedlock are ineligible to inherit the throne. The intricacies of Alexandre's case were highlighted by the Royal Observer, emphasizing the heartbreaking nature of the situation. As Albert's firstborn son, Alexandre held a significant position in the family lineage. Had his parents ever formalized their relationship through marriage, Alexandre would have been the natural heir to the throne following Albert's passing. The potential for Alexandre to ascend to the throne was further underscored by historical precedent. Princess Charlotte, Albert's own grandmother, had successfully navigated a similar path to royalty despite being born out of wedlock herself, providing Alexandra with a compelling legal argument for succession. However, despite the legal precedents and familial ties, Prince Albert did not provide Alexander with the necessary support to pursue his rightful claim to the throne. Instead, Albert firmly designated his legitimate son, Prince Jacques, born to him and his wife, Princess Charlene, as his successor. With Jacques firmly positioned as the next in line for the Monegasque throne, Alexandra's aspirations for royal succession were unequivocally dashed. The sad truth is that Alexandre Grimaldi did not always get to meet his father. While Prince Albert has reportedly gone to great lengths to ensure financial support and lavish gifts for Alexandra and Nicole, the absence of a consistent paternal presence appears to have taken its toll on Alexandra's upbringing. As reported by L'Express, Alexandra and Nicole enjoy a life of luxury, with a regular allowance, extravagant gifts from renowned fashion designers, and a magnificent villa on the picturesque Côte d'Azur, boasting stunning views of the sea. Despite these material comforts, the emotional void left by Albert's intermittent presence seems to have profoundly impacted Alexandra's childhood. Nicole Coste has openly shared her struggles with Prince Albert's sporadic involvement in their son's life. In a candid interview with the Daily Mail in 2014, Nicole expressed her deep concern over the sporadic nature of Albert's visits, revealing that the prince would sometimes go months without seeing his son. Nicole emphasized the importance of a father figure in Alexandra's life, highlighting that it wasn't solely about financial support but also about the emotional connection and regular presence that a father provides. The absence of Albert in Alexandra's life was not only a source of anguish for Nicole, but also had a significant impact on Alexandra's emotional well-being. According to a family friend, Alexandra experienced profound feelings of sadness and rejection due to his father's absence. The friend disclosed that Alexandra yearned for his father's presence and often questioned why Albert was not around, expressing his longing with poignant questions like, "Why can't I see Daddy?" This emotional turmoil reflects the deep-seated need for paternal guidance and affection that Alexandra struggled to reconcile with his father's sporadic presence. However, over time, Alexandra has been afforded the opportunity to forge stronger connections with his father, as well as with his half-siblings, including Jasmine Grace, another of Prince Albert's children born out of previous relationships, and the younger Prince Jacques and Princess Gabriella. Despite the complexities of their family dynamics, Alexandra has expressed feelings of tenderness and affection towards his half-siblings, speaking openly about the bond he shares with them. In an interview with Point de Vue, Alexandra revealed his deep affection for Prince Jacques and Princess Gabriella, emphasizing the positive nature of their relationship and the sense of familial closeness they share. Similarly, Alexandra expressed love and camaraderie towards Yasmin, likening their relationship to the bond he shares with his siblings on his mother's side. Despite the physical distance separating them, Alexandra and Jasmine maintain a strong connection, supported by mutual affection and shared experiences. However, amidst the warmth of family reunions, tensions have occasionally surfaced, highlighting the complexities inherent in navigating relationships within the royal household. Nicole Coste, Alexandra's mother, recounted instances where Alexandra faced mistreatment during visits to the palace. In one such incident detailed by Nicole to Paris Match, Princess Charlene purportedly reassigned Alexandra to the servants' quarters, displacing him from his usual accommodations within the palace. Nicole interpreted this action as disrespectful and indicative of a broader disregard for Alexandra's position within the family. The incident, as described by Nicole, raised concerns and sparked feelings of shock and alarm, underscoring the challenges faced by Alexander and his mother in asserting their place within the royal hierarchy. Then, the journey of Alexandra Grimaldi's acceptance into the royal family unfolded gradually, marked by complexities, negotiations, and evolving relationships. While tensions may have existed initially, Alexandre eventually found his place within the royal fold, albeit through a step-by-step process orchestrated by his father, Prince Albert. Nicole Coste, Alexandre's mother, offered insights into the deliberate approach taken by Prince Albert in integrating Alexandra into the royal family. In an interview with Paris Match, Nicole revealed that Albert had made a commitment to be present in Alexandra's life and to gradually facilitate his inclusion into the family. While Nicole expressed her belief that a child should be fully accepted from the moment of birth, she recognized the challenges they faced and ultimately accepted Albert's proposal given their circumstances at the time. As time passed, Nicole observed Albert's efforts to extend acceptance and support to Alexandra. One significant gesture was Albert's decision to involve his younger sister, Princess Stéphanie, in Alexandra's life by appointing her as his godmother. This move was reassuring to Nicole, signaling Albert's genuine commitment to integrating Alexandra into the family fold. Nicole expressed her satisfaction with the progress, noting that Albert had honored his promise and that things were progressing positively. Moreover, Nicole found reassurance in Albert's involvement in Alexandra's education. She highlighted their collaborative approach in making important decisions regarding Alexandra's schooling, emphasizing that both parents were actively engaged in the process. This shared responsibility reflected a growing sense of cooperation and mutual commitment to Alexandra's well-being and development. But Alexandre Grimaldi determined to carve his own path, unbound by the constraints of his quasi-royal status. Instead of allowing his lineage to define him, Alexandre is taking proactive steps to shape his future, grounded in a steadfast commitment to academic pursuits. Amidst the complexities of his family's history and the expectations associated with royalty, Alexandre has remained dedicated to his studies. Currently undertaking a business program at a university in Britain, Alexandre views his academic journey as an unparalleled opportunity for personal and intellectual growth. In an interview with Point de Vue, Alexandre articulated his perspective, highlighting the privilege of pursuing education without the burden of external distractions. "It's a chance when you study and you don't have to worry about anything," he remarked, emphasizing his singular focus on academic excellence. Contrary to the allure of fleeting trends or superficial pursuits, Alexandre prioritizes the fulfillment of his educational aspirations above all else. He dismisses concerns about trivial distractions, emphasizing his unwavering commitment to completing his university studies. Alexandre's dedication reflects a maturity beyond his years, grounded in a resolute determination to chart his own course in life. While Alexandre remains contemplative about his future endeavors, one issue holds particular significance for him: climate change. Recognizing the urgency of environmental conservation in the 21st century, Alexandre expresses deep concern for the planet's well-being. "Climate and environmental issues preoccupy me like everyone else and any young person in the 21st century. We must preserve nature," he asserted passionately. This commitment to environmental stewardship underscores Alexandre's broader sense of responsibility and social consciousness. Moreover, Alexandre hints at a desire to collaborate with his family on social projects, echoing the philanthropic endeavors of many young royals. Drawing inspiration from his peers, who engage in entrepreneurial ventures alongside their parents, Alexandre envisions leveraging his privileged position to effect positive change in society. His willingness to embrace collaborative initiatives underscores his desire to contribute meaningfully to causes aligned with his values. Alexandre Grimaldi's multifaceted interests extend beyond the realm of academia, encompassing a foray into the world of modeling, a realm once graced by his illustrious grandmother, Grace Kelly. Despite his royal lineage, Alexandre found himself drawn to the allure of the fashion industry, enticed by the prospect of following in his grandmother's footsteps. Nicole Coste, Alexandre's mother, disclosed in an interview with Paris Match that Alexandre was scouted by a modeling agency, marking the beginning of a potential side career in the fashion world. She shared the agency's intention to enlist Alexandre for advertising campaigns, recognizing the opportunity for him to explore and develop his personal identity through this unconventional pursuit. However, Nicole remained steadfast in her commitment to prioritizing Alexandre's education, viewing modeling as a valuable student job that could complement his academic endeavors. Despite initial intrigue, Alexandre's enthusiasm for modeling waned in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic. As restrictions and uncertainties loomed, Alexandre found himself increasingly disenchanted with the idea of gracing the catwalk. In an interview with Point de Vue, he candidly admitted that the allure of being photographed in elegant attire lost its appeal amidst the chaos of the pandemic. The global crisis served as a sobering reminder of life's unpredictability, prompting Alexandre to reassess his priorities and aspirations. Significantly, Alexandre's decision to distance himself from the modeling world was also influenced by his royal heritage. Conscious of his father's status as a prince and head of state, Alexandre expressed reservations about pursuing a career that conflicted with his royal identity. He acknowledged the incongruity of strutting down a runway while bearing the weight of his royal lineage, indicating a deeper understanding of the responsibilities and expectations associated with his family's position. Then, Alexandre Grimaldi's emergence onto the royal stage has been marked by a gradual integration into Monaco's esteemed social circles, despite his unofficial status within the Monegasque royal family. In recent years, Alexandre has made notable appearances at prominent royal gatherings and high-profile events, signaling his increasing presence within Monaco's elite circles. One significant milestone in Alexandre's social calendar was his debut at Monaco's prestigious Gala de la Croix Rouge in 2021. Nicole Coste, Alexandre's mother, recounted the significance of this momentous occasion, revealing that she had invited Alexandre to accompany her on the eve of his 18th birthday. This gesture resonated deeply with Alexandre, reflecting his growing connection to Monaco's social fabric and his willingness to partake in its esteemed traditions. Beyond the Gala de la Croix Rouge, Alexandre's attendance at other prominent events further underscores his burgeoning presence within Monaco's social scene. In July 2021, he was spotted at the Cannes Film Festival, rubbing shoulders with luminaries from the world of cinema. His presence at such high-profile gatherings serves as a testament to his increasing visibility and acceptance within Monaco's elite circles. One particularly noteworthy appearance was at the Formula One Monaco Grand Prix in May 2022, where Alexandre accompanied his mother. Notably, they were seated in close proximity to Prince Albert and Princess Charlene, sparking intrigue and speculation in the French press. This proximity to the reigning monarch and his family further solidified Alexandre's presence within Monaco's inner circle, eliciting considerable attention and interest from the public and media alike. Despite his growing involvement in royal gatherings and high-profile events, Alexandre has yet to express a formal interest in assuming a working role within Monaco's royal family. However, his mother, Nicole Coste, has voiced her willingness to contribute to Monaco's charitable endeavors and other tasks if called upon by the sovereign prince. Nicole's genuine affection for the Monegasque people and her desire to serve reflect a deep-rooted sense of loyalty and commitment to the principality's welfare. However, the intricacies surrounding Alexandre Grimaldi's status within the Monegasque royal family are further underscored by his refusal to accept the label of illegitimate. In a candid interview with Point de Vue, Alexandre vehemently rejected this term, finding it demeaning and inaccurate in describing his familial situation. He clarified that neither of his parents was involved in other marriages or committed adultery at the time of his birth, thereby challenging the derogatory connotations associated with the term illegitimate. Moreover, Alexandra staunchly opposes being referred to as Coste Grimaldi, a hyphenated combination of his parents' last names. Instead, he asserts his right to bear his father's surname, Grimaldi, emphasizing the significance of his paternal lineage. Alexandra firmly believes that his father, Prince Albert, is integral to his identity and asserts that it is only fitting for him to carry the Grimaldi name. He draws a parallel by suggesting that if his father had been named Docomel, he would have borne that surname instead. Remarkably, Alexandre's sentiments echo those expressed by his mother, Nicole Coste, in previous interviews with the press. Nicole has consistently rejected the notion of Alexandra being labeled as illegitimate, emphasizing the depth of trust and commitment shared between herself and Prince Albert prior to Alexandra's birth. She has vehemently defended her son's legitimacy, challenging any insinuation to the contrary. These assertions by Alexandra and Nicole raise intriguing questions about Alexandra's potential aspirations within the Monegasque royal family. While his legitimacy remains a defining factor in determining his eligibility for the throne, Alexandra's steadfast refusal to accept derogatory labels and his assertion of his paternal lineage hint at a deeper desire to assert his rightful place within the royal hierarchy. Faced with the tensions surrounding the illegitimate kid label, Alexandra's appearance on newspaper pages is increasing. Clearly, the gradual transition of Alexandre Grimaldi from a private figure to a more visible presence within the public sphere suggests a significant shift in his role within the Monegasque royal family. Prior to his 18th birthday, both Prince Albert and Nicole Coste were steadfast in their efforts to shield Alexandra from the glare of the spotlight, opting to prioritize his privacy above all else. Nicole herself acknowledged this concerted effort in an interview with Paris Match in 2021, stating, "For 18 years, his father and I made sure not to expose him officially. It was a joint decision to preserve his privacy." However, it appears that Alexandra's time away from public life is gradually drawing to a close. Nicole indicated a shift in their approach, expressing a newfound willingness to share updates about Alexandre and showcase his happiness and fulfillment. In the same interview, she remarked, "From now on, things will gradually change. I don't find it embarrassing at this stage to give some news and show how happy Alexandra is, surrounded. That's why I accepted the interview you offered me." In his own interview with Point of View, Alexandra took proactive steps to present a positive and contented image of his life. He spoke warmly of his friendships, expressed admiration and affection for his parents, and even shared light-hearted anecdotes about his interactions with his younger half-siblings, Princess Gabriella and Prince Jacques. Alexandra's willingness to engage with the media and share insights into his life suggests a growing comfort with assuming a more visible role within the public eye. What do you think about what Prince Albert's illegitimate son has to go through? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.